We are here to watch. Where the hell is it? Yep, it's here. Batman Forever. Let's press not play yet. We're just gonna put the Blu-ray on. Um, hey, what's up? Not a big fan of this movie. Oh, I appreciate that, Shadow Bear. I very much do. This is one of those movies where I do not blame you for not being a fan, but at the same time, I'm a big fan of it. so, so there you go. All right, we got the Warner Brothers. I haven't started the movie yet, but it's the home release Warner Brothers thing that just popped up. Uh, the thing about these Blu-rays is that it just starts the movie like automatically before I even get the chance to. All right, languages English, subtitles English. So I am pretty excited for this because Batman Forever is one of those films that I grew up on. I was obsessed with growing up. It, you know, if I had watched it for the first time today, right? If I was my age now watching it, hey now, double A. So if my first time watching Batman Forever was as a grown ass man, I probably wouldn't love it as much. I can admit that. I can acknowledge that. But that's not the case. And I can't pretend like I didn't grow up with this. I can't pretend like I don't have super ultra mega nostalgic feelings about this movie. I do. So okay, right now I have the movie on pause. We are at exactly 00.00. I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes to see if some more people want to hop in with us, join us in the fun, the Batman Forever fun. We're going to have a lot to get into. We have Val Kilmer. We have Jim Carrey. Where is the Phantom Troller? Who is the Phantom Troller? Who are we talking about? Yo, Tywin, I'm glad you made it. Digging the shirt. Oh, thank you. So I do not have a Batman Forever shirt. I wish that I did. I always wanted the shirt that has the... Oh, Jenna. I'm sure Jenna will show up. Hopefully she will. I always wanted the Batman Forever shirt that was the poster, right? Where it's the Batman symbol and then it's the question mark that's over the the symbol, right? I would love to have that shirt. If that shirt is available anywhere, please tell me where to get it and I will get it. But I haven't started drinking yet. I have my blue drinks. I have some shots. I kind of debated on should I take a shot for every dumb thing that happens in this movie, but if I do that, I'll be dead. And I definitely can't do that for Batman and Robin. eBay? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I trust buying a shirt on eBay if it's been used and stanked on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I'll buy certain things on eBay, but shirts, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna give it maybe another minute before I press play. The movie is 2 hours and 1 minute and 35 seconds. That's actually pretty good when it comes to a superhero thing. Well, will I do a drunk Catwoman? You know what? I'm not sure if I have enough time to do a Catwoman watch before the Batman, but maybe after the Batman. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'll have to double check though. about if it's on HBO Max and whatnot, because I do not own. God no! Oh, come on, Ty. It'll be a rough movie to watch for sure, but if I'm drunk, it might be entertaining. I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. So, oh, I guess this is what the shirt looks like. Yeah, so it's the Batman symbol, and then it has the question mark. You can't see the rest of it, but just imagine that it continues down. And that's, see, if I could find that shirt, or even if they have the shirt of the poster that has the whole cast on it, right? Like it has Val Kilmer. It was the cover of the VHS cover that I had. It's also the cover of the old DVD cover that I had, but now I have Blu-ray. It's the collection, so it just has the symbols on it. But it was the one that had Val Kilmer up top, and then it had below them diagonal. It was Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell. That would be a pretty cool shirt too if I ever saw that, but I don't know if I've ever seen a shirt like that. So, all right, who's excited? Should we go for it now? Should we just jump right into it? Should we not waste any more time? What do you guys think? Should we just get this over with? I mean, some people might be saying get it over with. Other people might be saying let's savor the time that we will have with Batman forever. Believe me, I know that I know that Batman and Robin will be the rough one. I'm gonna have to get I might have to already start drinking before I start that film, so that I'm already at the beginning tipsy and loose. At least with this movie, I already know that I enjoy it, that I can vibe with this movie sober, right? So it doesn't even matter. I don't need to be drunk to enjoy this film. Although I will point out the bad stuff. I'm not wearing my nostalgic glasses on too tight to where I cannot point out the bad that's in this movie or anything that is dumb or doesn't make sense. So, yeah, this should be fun. This should be interesting. I do feel like this is one of those underrated Batman movies in some cases. Like Val Kilmer, I think is underrated. I actually like the origin of Robin, Dick Grayson, in this movie. I think that's done fairly well. I think Jim Carrey, for as over the top as he is fun and he is definitely watchable. Nicole Kidman is hot as fuck, so that's a plus. And I mean, the only real negative is Tommy Lee Jones. We will get into it. Tommy Lee Jones is, I think, the biggest problem with this movie. All of his scenes, all of his acting is terrible. It's over the top. But all right, I think we should probably just jump into it. I mean, I don't know. You love who? Who do you love? Hubba hubba hubba. Who do you love? Wonder what this movie would be if. That's a good point, Shadow Bear. Maybe we could talk about that for a second. Originally, Tim Burton was going to do this film. Tim Burton had the title of Batman Continues, which I know people don't like. I'm not saying it's great, but whatever. And Batman Continues was supposed to be Michael Keaton. I think it was supposed to have Michelle Pfeiffer coming back. I think. It was supposed to have Billy D. Oh, okay, Jim Carrey you love? Well, yeah, me too. Hell yeah. Jim Carrey's great. Jim Carrey's great. Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, this movie, Ace Ventura 2, The Truman Show, Liar Liar. Fuck, I mean, I'm probably forgetting something in that span, but just those couple years, he might have had the greatest comedic actor career ever. Lloyd Christmas. Lloyd Christmas, yes. Yes, Dumb and Dumber is my favorite comedy of all time. One of these days, we will do a Dumb and Dumber watch. that would be fucking. I mean, granted, a lot of it will just be me laughing my ass off. So I don't know how entertaining that would be to watch. But there you go. But yeah, Tim Burton, his movie. I'm curious. As much as I enjoyed this film, I can't help but wonder what his movie would have been like. Billy D. Williams was supposed to come back as Two-Face. I heard that Tim Burton wanted Robin Williams to play the Riddler, which the only reason I do believe that is because when Jack Nicholson at first didn't know if he wanted to play the Joker, their second choice was Robin Williams. And I guess Warner Brothers used that leverage to say, hey, we'll just get Robin Williams. And that's what made Jack Nicholson sign on. So there you go. So if they were thinking about him for the Joker, they definitely would have used him for the Riddler. And I can't help but wonder what Robin Williams would have done. Would he have gone over the top goofy like Jim Carrey, or would he have played it similar to 1 Hour Photo? Have you guys seen 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams? Man, was he creepy but also sympathetic, but capable of some very dangerous and violent things. That would have been a pretty interesting way to go about the Riddler. But because Robin Williams could do it all. All right, so I think we'll just jump right into it. Let's just I'm gonna press play. So I'm gonna press play. Ready? If you guys are following along, if you guys are gonna watch with me, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Go. All right, let's go. If you want it, come and get it. Let me know. All right. The Warner Brothers logo just turns into the Batman logo. How fucking cool is that? And, okay, what do you guys think of... This is not Danny Elfman doing the score. This is Elliot Goldenthal, I believe. Do you guys like the Batman Forever theme? I'm not going to say... Let's not compare it to Danny Elfman. There is no comparison to that Danny Elfman score. So that's not a fair ask, right? I'm not going to ask you to compare it. But just on its own, da, 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 da. Do you guys like the Elliot Goldenthal Batman Forever score at all? It's passable. All right. I will take that. I do like this score. Again, not great, not the best. Batman Forever. I like the whatever the fuck that instrument is. Oh, we have Batman suiting up. There's the symbol. There's the gadgets. What is it? What are these weapons? Is a grappling thing? Are those batarangs? I don't know. I feel like we don't see him use a lot of those weapons. He's walking up the steps. I'm just narrating a little bit to let people know where I am. The Batmobile is rising up. What do you guys think of this Batmobile? Earlier today I was listening to the Kind of Funny podcast. If you guys probably know them or heard of them, and they were shitting all over this Batmobile. Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir? I'll get drive-through. That was your first hint. I remember that being in the trailer. Now, I was a kid. I was like 6 years old, so I didn't give a fuck, right? I wasn't like, oh my god, they ruined it. But I wonder how many people who did like the Tim Burton movies, hey, Rick Baker does the special effects. That's very cool. But I wonder how many people who saw the trailer and saw the whole I'll get drive-through line and said, what the fuck? What is Warner Brothers doing to the Batman franchise? If there was a Twitter, people would be shitting all over it. Harvey Dent, Two-Face, flipping the coin. And there's Tommy Lee Jones. Imagine the Batmobile in a drive-thru. Right, yeah, it's like, even if you think about it, the design is cool. It's just, why does it have bright neon blue? Yeah. See, when I was a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, wow, because I had the toy. I had the Batman Forever Batmobile toy. It was a decent size. It wasn't like a little dinky Hot Wheels thing. Hey, I hate Facebook. Um, I didn't have like the little Hot Wheel toy. No, I had a big ass, like probably this size, Batman Forever Batmobile. So I loved it. I remember it had LED lights that did light up, and I think it had a button to make noises, like the fire noise and whatever the fuck. So as a kid, when you're 6, 7 years old, it's the coolest fucking thing ever. When you're older, yeah, you do wonder what's the practicalness of the blue lights. How much does it make sense? Is it as inconspicuous, or does it make as much sense for Batman to have a Batmobile like that? I guess not. You said you'd let me live! Oh, this security guy that Batman has to save is possibly the most annoying character in this film. And that's saying a lot, given the overacting that's coming. There's Batman grappling down. Could you do an impression of the Riddler saying, "Twick or tweet"? We're not there yet. I'll probably do it again when we get to the scene. But yeah, I love that part too. Second anniversary of the day I captured Two-Face. Chase Meridian. Okay, so I'm going to say that Nicole Kidman as Chase Meridian in this film is hot as fuck. I know her character is written poorly. I know if you were to rank all of the Batman love interests, she's at the bottom of the list. You're not fond of Batman appearing in public. I know what you mean, right? Like, Batman meeting with Gordon privately on the rooftop makes sense, right? They go over the crime, they go over what's going on. But for Batman to be standing there in public, people are probably taking pictures of him and whatnot. You're right. It's not the most ideal thing, but at the same time, as a kid, I didn't give a fuck. So back to Chase Meridian, though. Hot as fuck. Hot as fuck. Again, the writing's terrible. The fact that her character, all she wants to do is fuck Batman. That's her motivation. She's supposed to be a professional psychiatrist that the police bring in to help break down whichever villain is there. In this case, Two-Face. And so she's literally working right now during a hostage crime bank heist situation. And her first move is, "Hey, I want to fuck you, Batman." She basically says to him right there next to Gordon, "I want to fuck you, Batman." Now, so again, writing-wise, bad. If this movie was written and came out today, don't they all want to pipe the bat? Well, I think they want Batman to pipe them, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, so many people would complain about this today. They'd be like, "Oh my god, her character is basically a slut. This movie should be canceled." I'm surprised people aren't going back and saying, "Yeah, let's cancel all these Batman movies for not giving the love interest or the female character anything to do." You have Batman fighting all the Two-Face thugs. The only thing that makes them Two-Face thugs is that they're all wearing ski masks that are half red, half black, whatever. It's a decent fight scene. I do like this Batsuit. Again, is it better than the Keaton one? No, but it does. It looks close enough to the Keaton one to where I'm not sitting there going like, "Oh, they changed it so much," right? Like, you're willing to go along with it. I wonder how much of this script was this same script before Keaton left. I'm not going to lie, when people go back and try to cancel shit, it pisses me off. Yeah, I mean, look, if a movie comes out today, if a movie's made today and it has a lot of those problems, whether you think it's sexism or racism or whatever the fuck, if you complain about that now, fine. I might not even agree with it, but okay, fine. To go back 20, 30 years and attack a movie from back then, it's like, can we do something else with our lives? Can we be upset about other things? I remember people first year of COVID, people were going back and complaining about Tropic Thunder. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. wore blackface. Guys, give me a fucking break. First of all, that was over 10 years ago. Second of all, we don't have to get into the writing for that character and why it was actually making fun of the idea of somebody doing blackface, but whatever the fuck. The Batsuit is still original if you minus... Well, right, yes. This Batsuit does have the bat nipples. The difference, and the reason why people don't point out the bat nipples... Get it? Point out the nipples. Because they're pointy. The reason why people don't talk about it as much in Batman Forever as much as they do in Batman and Robin is because in Batman and Robin, Clooney's suit isn't as black, so the nipples are more noticeable. You don't really notice the nipples on this suit because this suit is so black, right? Like, I can see it, but I'm not really paying it, or it's not as noticeable. Alright, so you have this annoying, hey, my shoes are melting! It's boiling acid! This guy's annoying as fuck, I'm sorry. I know he's a civilian. I know he's a guy for Batman to save. I know you're supposed to present him... Are you supposed to present him this pathetic? But he's helpless, fine. But man, is this guy hamming it up. Fuck. I mean, he sure made himself memorable. Hey, my glasses! Hang on! And there he goes. Batman just cut the chain, so now he's going back into the same spot in the vault. Yeah, the black suits is better than the gray. So the security guy is saved. But yeah, this is the hottest, or this is the most attracted to Nicole Kidman I think I've ever been. I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of Nicole Kidman movies, I'll be honest. But when I think of Nicole Kidman, I go back to this movie and this time, and I have some thoughts. So, I mean, I hope she got a good paycheck, right? I hope she... because I never hear her talk about, like, oh, this role was demeaning. You know, like, at least... And watch me jinx myself. Maybe there is an interview where she says something, right? But I don't remember her ever going backwards and saying, yeah, I shouldn't have never done that role because my character was a whore. And granted, at least it's not like she wants to sleep with everybody. At least it's not like, hey, I'll fuck Gordon. At least it's Batman. Of course, you know, some women are going to love the mysterious Dark Knight type character. She does date Bruce Wayne, and yeah, he's the richest guy in the city. Do I play the Batman games on Super Nintendo back in the day? I never owned a Super Nintendo, so no. But if I did have a Super Nintendo, I would have. Oh, we just missed the part where Two-Face shot one of his own guys, his pilot in the helicopter. So I guess the Two-Face personality is so batshit crazy that he just does dumb things, I guess. And the Statue of Liberty is in Gotham. That's good to know. So Gotham is based on New York, I guess. Have the good taste to die. See ya! 1 hour photo is a masterpiece. Yep. Two-Face makeup is god-awful. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Like, as a kid, obviously you go with it. You're like, yeah, that's Two-Face. But when you watch it now, and especially after seeing how amazing the Aaron Eckhart makeup and CG effect is for The Dark Knight, this is awful. It doesn't look realistic at all. It doesn't look like somebody's face is burnt. It doesn't look like, right? It's like a weird pinkish, purplish color. It's weird. It's weird. It went too cartoony. Even the animated series, even though they had to do the blue color because it's a kids show, they can't use red. Even the shape of it the shape of Two-Face's face looks more realistic, even though it's blue. But I digress. So now we're at Wayne Enterprises, or at least a certain building of Wayne Enterprises. And we're going to meet Edward Nigma, who's completely obsessed with Batman. My God, it's him! I am a winner. I am a winner. I am a winner. I like how he has a bobblehead of, I guess it's the Riddler, or it's where he gets the idea of a Riddler costume, I guess. I don't know. Mr. Bruce Wayne. No, that's my name. I like Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne. I would love to know you guys' opinions and thoughts on Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne. I like him. I like him. He's not perfect. He's not the best, clearly, right? But nobody ever talks about him as Bruce Wayne Batman because he only had the one movie, and because of the he's following Michael Keaton, who Michael Keaton is a lot of people's favorite Batman, so I'm sure that's a strike against a lot of people, right? But I think he looks he's Nicole Kidman is smoking hot, but as far as being a love interest, she's a step down from. Well, absolutely, she's definitely below Selena Kyle. I would argue she's even a step down from Vicky Vale because at least Vicky Vale had a layered personality to her, right? It's like, I mean, sure, she slept with Bruce Wayne on the first date, but whatever. I'm not going to hold that to her. I don't mind a girl who sleeps with you in the first date, at least, as you know, depending on how it goes, right? All right, so Riddler is pitching this brain waves manipulating helmet device. You know what's funny is that when he describes it and Bruce Wayne shoots down the idea, I mean, maybe it's because he used the words manipulating brainwaves and Bruce Wayne didn't like manipulate. He didn't like that word. But if you think about it, there's not that much of a difference between some of the TVs that we have today as far as VR and just like certain things. Nigma was almost ahead of the time. Nigma, this technology, we probably are going to get to a point where we can just put on a headset and, I mean, again, VR is a thing, but he's talking about watching a movie or a TV show at home and being immersed in it. And I think we're getting there. I do. I think we're not that far off from some crazy shit like that. And you know what? Maybe Bruce Wayne was just being polite, and maybe Bruce was going to say no from the start, but Nigma kept pressing him on an answer. He's like, no, I need an answer. I need an answer. I need an answer now. So Bruce said no. You wonder if Nigma, the Matrix. Okay, the Matrix. Great point. This is before the Matrix. I'll make you understand. And you're right, by the way. Max Dillon, Jamie Foxx from Amazing Spider-Man 2 is basically Jim Carrey's Edward Nigma. Right, yes. Max Dillon is like the Riddler because the Riddler came first. Although, you could argue that the Riddler is like Selena Kyle from Batman Returns because Selena Kyle from Batman Returns was this little, meek, shy secretary who was awkward and kind of a dork and then becomes Catwoman and completely changes personality. Arguably, Selena Kyle was first. Val Kilmer is viable as Bruce Wayne, but he's a mediocre Batman. Okay, I think he's a decent Batman. Again, not great, not the best, not even in my top 3, probably, right? But, you know, it makes you wonder if he had done a second movie, although if his second movie was Batman and Robin, it wouldn't have helped his chances. But if he had gotten a second movie that was maybe on the same level as Batman Forever, or even better, it makes you wonder if people would view him differently as Batman. Okay, so now we have a scene where the bat signal was was signaled, right? And Batman went to go see who it was. He was expecting Gordon. He goes to the roof, and it's Chase Meridian in her nightgown, and she's basically like, "Hey, I want to fuck." And she's just, man, she has the full makeup on, the lipstick, her hair is all flowing. I will say this, Batman is a better man than me to turn this down. It's the car, right? Chicks dig the car. Oh, she just touched his chest and his nipples. Did you see that? I certainly couldn't just go up to a hot chick and just go like that to her chest. But yeah, Batman is a better man than me to turn this down, let me tell you. You can't tell me that she's the first woman to just throw herself at Batman this explicitly. She's gonna take her jacket off and yep. Woohoo! Is she wearing a nightgown or is she just wearing like a very very tight fitted dress? I don't know. I can't tell. We have a Catwoman reference. She says, "I've done my research on you. Do I need a leather vinyl and a whip?" So she knows that he likes Catwoman. Catwoman exists in this world. Commissioner Gordon runs up to the rooftop wearing his pajamas. "I saw the signal. What's going on?" And of course, she's like, "Oh, this fucking old guy." She had to put her fucking jacket back on. This Gordon is a buffoon. He's an idiot. Like, here's my favorite Batman line of the movie. Women. Women. Just, Val Kilmer has a slight deeper tone to his Batman voice. But what's funnier is that he even does the Batman voice when he's talking to himself, when he's alone. Think about that. Is that weird? Nigma's going crazy. Too many questions? Oh, this boss. I know Nigma is a complete psycho. Caffeine will kill ya! Come on. As much as I would love to see Robin Williams play the Riddler, or I would have loved to seen it, nobody could deliver these lines like Jim Carrey. And I would argue that most of his lines are probably improvised. Do you think Caffeine Will Kill Ya was in the script? And if it was in the script, how many actors could have delivered it better than Jim Carrey? All right, so here you go. You have the TV screen it's like 3D, but it's like a hologram. It's coming out into him. It's the fishes, right? I kind of like this idea. Obviously not if your brain waves are being sucked out of you. I don't want part of that shit. But you could argue that if Bruce Wayne was more open-minded, Robin Williams as Riddler, it would be insane, but in a good way. Because Robin Williams would probably play it over the top, especially around 95. He would play it silly, but he would bring the darkness too. He would bring those moments where Riddler was a little scary, a little unhinged, a little, hey, what's up, Profess the Film Fan? Robin Williams would have brought some, like, darkness more than Jim Carrey did, obviously. But I think Robin Williams probably even wanted to do different stuff, right? Dark stuff. So he would have brought that to it for sure. And maybe it would be like his performance in Death to Smoochie. I saw that for the first time last year. And yeah. But feeding off your brain. Fred! Sorry, it's hard to talk over Jim Carrey dancing and doing all that goofy shit that he's doing. I miss Robin Williams too, man. I need to see number 24. Isn't it number 23? Hey, what's up, Connor? What a rush! rather interesting, a rather surprising side effect. I like Jim Carrey Batman Forever, but not Tommy Lee Jones. Right, so what I was going to say about Tommy Lee Jones is that I think the reason why Tommy Lee Jones is so over the top in this movie is because, and Jim Carrey has said this, that Jim Carrey has said that Tommy Lee Jones hated him. Tommy Lee Jones hated Jim Carrey, not only at this time, but probably just in general. Yes, he was trying to outdo Jim Carrey, which is like, dude, Tommy Lee Jones, you're not a comedic actor. You don't do funny. Why try to compete with Jim Carrey? Why? One up Jim Carrey by just being the more serious, scarier, more threatening villain. Do what you do best, Tommy Lee Jones. That's just me. But if it was Robin Williams, I'm sure Tommy Lee Jones would respect Robin Williams more. And it sounds like, yeah, I've heard stories about Tommy Lee Jones where many people have said he's a dick. So, yeah. But, you are fired. Or should I say, terminated. Why didn't he like him? The way how Jim Carrey tells the story is that Jim Carrey respected Tommy Lee Williams. Or Tommy Lee Williams. I'm thinking of Robin Williams. Tommy Lee Jones. And on the first day, Jim Carrey goes up to him and he says, "Hi, Tommy Lee Jones. I have a lot of respect for you, blah, blah, blah." And Tommy Lee Jones looks at him and says, "I don't respect you, and I don't respect your movies." And Jim Carrey was like, "Well, fuck you, dude." And ever since then, boom. Ever since then, here's a random scene of when the acid goes onto Harvey Dent's face in the courtroom. Batman was just sitting in court in full costume. How goofy is that? Let's think about that for a second. Batman just sitting down in court, right? I don't know if he's sitting with the jury or if he's just sitting in the audience. I don't know. But it's really silly. I like that they showed it. But thoughts on Val Kilmer as Batman Bruce Wayne? I was just talking about that earlier. I like Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's my favorite, obviously, right? I don't think he's anybody's favorite. But I will say that he's a convincing Bruce Wayne. He looks the part. He's a good-looking dude. You totally buy him as a bachelor and as somebody that's a celebrity. You buy that, right? And I think his Batman, he looks the part. There's a scene later on when after he has an interaction with Two-Face and almost dies, and Robin saves him, and Robin's sort of like, "Oh, hey, I saved your life, and I can go do this. Nobody can stop me." And Bruce sits up and he's like, "I can stop you." And Bruce, like you see his physique, and I'm like, okay, Val Kilmer's in shape. I buy Val Kilmer being Batman or being a guy who can be Batman. He's in better shape than Michael Keaton. I'm not saying he's a better Batman than Michael Keaton, but just as far as physicality goes, I buy Val Kilmer in that sense. And I think if Val Kilmer had a better movie, or if he got to play Batman more than once, maybe people would think differently about Val Kilmer. So how did the Riddler change the security footage to make it look like the boss committed suicide and jumped out the window? I don't think I still understand how he did that. I mean, I know that he has the machine that can manipulate brainwaves, but can he manipulate video footage? Does that do that too? Yes, it is sad that Kilmer has throat cancer now and he can't talk for shit. And it's sad. We just got our first riddle of the movie. Going back and seeing some of these riddles, they are very, I don't want to say simple. I don't want to say lame. Because as a kid, I thought they were great, right? As a kid, I'm like, oh my god, Batman's so smart that he could figure out these riddles. Here we have Edward Nigma's little apartment, but it looks like a hallway. Really, he has a shrine to Bruce Wayne. There's pictures of Bruce Wayne all over the place. Kind of creepy. It's very creepy. He has this little doll that's dressed up like the Riddler, and it points at the yes and no stuff. Tim Burton wanted Brad Dourif as Scarecrow in this movie. Where did you hear that? Because I heard that. Oh wait. So are you saying Tim Burton was going to have Brad Dourif in his Batman 3? Because, man, that contradicts. I heard that he was going to bring back Selena Kyle. He was going to have Robin Williams as Riddler. He was going to have Billy D. Williams as Two-Face. How would he have room for... Brad Dourif said that? Okay. I don't know. That sounds like a lot going on, but... Maybe it would be a cameo, and you would set up Brad Dourif for a later movie. I don't know. Drunk Watch for Dr. Monroe, 1996. I saw the Island of Dr. Moreau when I was a kid. And I only saw it because Val Kilmer was in it. And Val Kilmer had just played Batman. And then Dr. Moreau came out, 2 years later or something. So I saw it. And I remember... No, I don't really remember the movie at all. I remember weird shit in it. But I remember thinking, okay, this isn't good. Or, I don't like this. Val Kilmer isn't like Batman. Of course, I'm 8 or 9 years old when I saw it, right? So, I don't know. Rewatching it now, it might be a whole different experience. I might need to be drunk to rewatch it now. Bruce Wayne, of course, he hears Chase Meridian struggling in her room. So what's he do? He just knocks down her door. If you're Chase Meridian, you're going to be like, wow, this guy just broke down my door. I mean, I don't know. Does that automatically mean he's Batman? I don't know. You sounded like you were in trouble. So this is the first meeting between Chase Meridian and Bruce Wayne. And see, at least she's not throwing herself at Bruce Wayne, right? At least she's not like, hey, Bruce Wayne, you're rich. I want to suck your dick, right? She was like that for Batman, but she's not like that for every... If you look at the numbers on my face, you won't find 13 anyplace. Clock. I love how she knew that like that. At least so we're establishing her character smart. Okay, tear one off and scratch my head. What once was black is red instead? A match. See, when I was a kid, I was like, wow, Bruce Wayne is smart as fuck. Of course, now you're like, oh, these are very simple riddles. The new Batman looks awesome. You damn right it does. That's a big reason why I'm doing these Batman rewatches, is because I am very much looking forward to the Batman, and I hope it does not disappoint. I hope that Robert Pattinson is great. I hope that Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman is great. I hope Paul Dano is great. I just hope the whole movie's great. I hope I don't come out of it thinking like, oh, it was alright. Those trailers got me so hyped that the movie needs to fucking slap. It needs to be amazing. Oh yeah, the Rorschach test. You have a thing for bats, Miss Meridian? It's a Rorschach test. So, I think the question is, do you have a thing for bats? What else does that look like? Does that not look like a bat? What kind of a Rorschach is that? Rorschach himself would say, that's a goddamn bat, bitch. Alright? And she does have a thing for bats because she was damn near on her knees in front of Batman the other night. And then, of course, they just talked about the dream doll supposed to help you sleep at night or some said shit. But whoa, I really got to get you out of those clothes and into a black dress. Tell me, doctor, do you like the circus? Now, here's probably the biggest thing that dates this movie is that nobody goes to the circus anymore. Is there even any circuses still open? And it's kind of sad, right? Because Dick Grayson's origin and his whole family thing is about being in the circus. So how long before we have to change that? You know, when do we get to a point where Dick Grayson's origin of being in the circus is too outdated, or it's too, you're going to have kids who are like, what's the circus? What the fuck is that? He used to be in something called the circus? Um, it's sad. It makes me feel old to think of the fact that we're going to have to change that at some point. Of course, Nigma is pissed at Bruce Wayne now, and he just spit at the TV. There's an unreleased director's cut of this movie, which is darker and more serious. I did hear that. The Schumacher cut. Yeah, there was some people talking about that. Was it last year or 2 years ago? There is a circus in your country. What country? There you go. See, Ty? Yeah, your child won't know what a circus is. Will never probably experience a circus. Like, I remember going to the circus when I was a kid. I remember my mom bringing me to a circus when I was a kid. And I remember, like, it didn't change my life or anything. You're from Egypt? Holy shit, Ahmed. That's crazy. Cool. But, like, I'm not saying going to a circus changed my life, but I do remember being there. I do remember it being exciting. I do remember being around the crowd of people, reacting to it. I remember seeing the elephants and the animals, and so in that way, it's cool to just say you've gone, but to think about that not being a thing anymore. All right, here we have the moment where Chase Meridian tells Bruce Wayne that, yeah, Bruce Wayne, you're nice and all, and like I know I agreed to come out on this date with you, but I've met somebody, and I'm not gonna tell you it's Batman, but it's Batman. And Bruce Wayne, of course, realizing that she's talking about Batman, is deep down a little happy. There he is, Crystal Donald. The awe-inspiring death drop without the safety of a net. Who's this guy that looks like Ben Stiller? Right? The circus announcer guy? He kind of looks like Ben Stiller. A little bit. And then he's about to be taken out. Boom. Ugh. So here we have the Graysons, who are about to die. I mean, I guess if you do have kids and you want to show them what the circus is, show them this movie. And just be like, kids, a very long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was something called the circus. And this is what it was like. You used to watch people flip around and catch each other. Oh, there's Two-Face. Ladies and gentlemen. Over the top fucking. And I bet you when they cast Tommy Lee Jones to play Harvey Dent, they probably thought, man, we're going to get a very menacing, scary performance. Remember The Fugitive? Remember, I'm trying to think of more movies that came before this, but like after this, No Country for Old Men, just like all these things. Isn't Chris in a cop show? Chris O'Donnell? Yeah, he's in NCIS with LL Cool J. LL Cool J. Bruised, broken, bleeding, and one word, dead! Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is so over the top, but it's so great. It's so great. Like, I can understand that people are annoyed with Jim Carrey, right? I guess Tommy Lee Jones himself found Jim Carrey really annoying. Yeah, the idea of Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Dent is perfect. The idea of it. Harvey, I'm Batman. Nobody around him heard that, I guess. He has the bomb being rose up. Nicole Kidman was right next to him and she didn't hear that. I do like, though, even though it doesn't make sense and nobody heard him, I do like the fact that Bruce Wayne makes the attempt. He is willing to expose himself to save them. I at least like that, because otherwise, if he doesn't say anything, some people might say, oh, wow, what a dick. He's so consumed with his own personal identity that he didn't even try to save them. I guess he just waited too damn long. I do like that the Graysons fight back. I do like that we see them fighting some of the thugs. I like that Dick Grayson goes to get rid of the bomb. I like that it was the father who was like, hey, we need to do something. I like that if they're going to die, they at least died as heroes. They at least tried to do something. Hell, they did more than any of these fucking cops in Gotham ever do. You never see the cops in Gotham do anything. Gordon's right there in the crowd, and he doesn't do shit. I'm telling you, Pat Hingle as Gordon sucks. He sucks. Worst Gordon ever. Two-Face is shooting the wires, and they're all falling. The only reason why Dick Grayson survived is because he was up there dealing with the bomb. It's sad. I like his origin. I like Dick Grayson's origin. The slow motion of them falling. The score. Elliot Goldenthal's score right now. Da-na-na-na-na. Again, nobody talks about the score because it's not Danny Elfman. I get it. The background of Gotham looks very much like fucking colorful. It looks like The Mask. You guys remember how Edge City looked in The Mask and how it was very like weird colors and very much the cops in this movie's busy eating donuts? Yeah, probably. That's why Gordon is fat, right? That's why Gordon in these movies are fat is fat because they don't do shit. The little shot of his whole family's dead on the ground, and then Dick's head coming from and seeing it. Very sad. Very sad. I think this is why I also like this movie way more than Batman and Robin is because Batman and Robin doesn't even try to have any serious moments in it. Right? Like it's like everything is goofy. Everything's played up for goof. This movie at least has moments of seriousness, and Dick Grayson's whole family being wiped out, that's a serious, sad moment. Later on, where Bruce Wayne's dealing with his whole crisis of like, oh God, my past, and I don't know if I want to be Batman anymore. The GCPD is, yeah, but they're way more useless in these movies than, like, at least Gordon and some cops in the Nolan movies, at least they try to do stuff. So let's talk about this. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys feel like Dick Grayson or Chris O'Donnell was too old to play this part? I think Chris O'Donnell was 25 years old when he did this movie, but I think he's supposed to be like 17. And I say that because they're talking about a social worker. They're talking about, right? Like, he's clearly supposed to be a teenager. I don't think he looks like a teenager, but okay, fine. Should they have casted somebody that was like legit 14, 15 years old? You know, the scene when Dick Grayson looks out. The scene when Dick Grayson looks out to see that his family's dead. How much more powerful would that scene have been if you had a real 12 or 14-year-old kid who were like, man, this young kid doesn't have anybody. as opposed to I don't think he looks 25. I'll say that he looks at least maybe 18 or 19. I'll give him that. He doesn't look 16 or 17 though. Um, Edward Furlong, man, Edward Furlong was too busy getting high as fuck. No, 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 thank you, no, thank you. um, and we had a Metropolis reference. It was like a minute ago, but I want to point out the fact that when Dick Grayson was about to take off on his bike, Bruce Wayne says, "The circus must be halfway to Metropolis by now." I never caught that as a kid for some reason. Probably because I wasn't a big Superman kid fan, right? But I forget how old I was when I was rewatching this movie. Probably like as a teenager, and I said, "Holy fuck!" He said Metropolis. Holy shit! Like it was definitely a moment when I realized it. Oh, that's a burger with some onion rings and that looked pretty good. That's how they get fucking Dick Grayson to stick around. Um, between between the cool bikes that Bruce Wayne just said that he can keep one bike at least, right? And Alfred presents him with some gourmet chef's kiss food. Yeah, maybe stick around for a little bit, dude. At least until you can figure some shit out. All right, here you have another semi-serious moment where Bruce Wayne is looking at old photos of his parents, and he's thinking back now to his parents being shot. Mind you, I don't think it's Jack Napier who shoots his parents in this version, right? They purposely don't show you the killer's face. Although it is kind of shot similarly to the 89 film. I like that. You have the spotlight of little Bruce in between his dead parents. Reminds me of that shot that's in the Arkham Asylum game when he's all fucked up from Scarecrow's gas and like you're young Bruce and you're standing over your dead parents. I do like some of this flashback stuff. I know some people are probably like, "Oh, Bruce Wayne's origin. Oh, his parents are dead. Just another movie that does it." But when I was a kid, I appreciated this because once again, it's one of the few moments of the movie that's not silly, that's not goofy, that's not dumb, not them trying too hard to be silly, right? I think it's some cool character stuff. It's some cool Batman Bruce Wayne character stuff that many of these Batman movies uh, they get criticized for not having enough Batman stuff in it, right? Not having enough Batman character arcs in it. And I do feel like his parents' death is something that Bruce should always be trying to deal with. Okay, you have this moment where Bruce is talking to Alfred, just like my parents, them being shot. And he says, "I killed them." And Alfred said, "What did you say?" And then Bruce says, "He killed them. Two-Face killed that boy's parents." And Alfred said, "No, you said I killed them." And I always tried to figure out what that was supposed to mean. Like, was it just the fact that Bruce feels guilty that Dick's parents died? Or is it him playing into his own parents and him thinking that he's responsible for his parents' death? So he slipped and said, "I killed them." They never answer it. They never really get into it. I wonder if the Schumacher cut, the director's cut, maybe there's more of that stuff. Maybe there is more scenes of him blaming himself. Maybe there is more flashback stuff. Fuck, I don't know why. Just release it on HBO Max. The Schumacher cut. Would we not all watch it? You know what I mean? I know this movie's old, so it's not like it's a priority for them, but I think it would be a very interesting thing to see what a director's cut, a darker cut of Batman Forever would look like. And not just that, would a darker version of Batman Forever make more people like this movie more? Would make more people talk more fondly about this film? Maybe think more fondly of Joel Schumacher Jonathan Taylor Thomas or Macaulay Culkin. Yes, okay. Because Edward Furlong, that's not going to work. But Jonathan Taylor Thomas, again, I'm not saying acting wise he would have been great. I don't know. But as far as his age at this time, yeah, yeah. Macaulay Culkin might have been too big of an actor, but probably the right age though. So makes sense. Um, I heard, the Kind of Funny guys when I watched them talk about this movie. They said that the studio wanted Leonardo DiCaprio, which I don't know how old DiCaprio was at this time, but supposedly DiCaprio didn't want to work with Joel Schumacher, which I don't know why or what was going on there, but I don't know. I can't imagine DiCaprio in a movie like this. It's probably because DiCaprio doesn't do a lot of big studio, big budgeted movies. It's like he did Titanic and like I don't know, every other movie he's done has been somewhat smaller. Maybe if Batman and Robin didn't exist, um, it depends. If if the Batman Forever movie was the Schumacher cut, whatever that looks like, right? As dark as that is, supposedly, if that movie came out in theaters and is more well received, who knows what Batman and Robin would have been like? Maybe Batman and Robin wouldn't have been so goofy. DiCaprio was tied up with Titanic. That's true. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Titanic Titanic came out in 97. This movie's 95. But I know that it took James Cameron a long time to make the movie, so I don't know. Would I want to see a Batman and Robin remake? At this point, no. At this point, we're so far removed from Batman and Robin. I don't care about a remake. Okay, so you have the chase scene. Two-Face is chasing Batman. The Batmobile drives up the fucking wall of the building, and then these cars just blow up. Now, when I was a kid, I did think that was cool. I did think the whole driving up the wall was cool. Now it's just sort of like, why is this scene here? Like, Two-Face was out there pretending to be an old woman just to lure Batman out, I guess, because he tried to kill Batman. Clearly, it was just like, hey, we need an action scene. We need a chase scene. We just, supposedly, we have just spent all this time dealing with Dick Grayson's emotional stuff. We spent a little time of Bruce Wayne dealing with his shit. The Batmobile drove up the wall in Arkham Knight. Does it? Well, I bet you it was referencing this moment right here. How much will you drink when the Bat credit card scene will appear? Fuck, man. Yeah. Damn. Hopefully I'm shit-faced by the time that scene happens. Oh, Nigma is trying to pick his costume or his alter ego. Question mark man? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's weird because when he's doing the prototypes of what character, Captain Kill, right? Like first of all, Captain Kill would be a sick villain name. I don't know why. I don't know why the dummy didn't like that. But when he says question mark man and the dummy likes it, why doesn't he just call himself question mark man? Why does he call himself the Riddler? That's not what he said to the dummy. Anyways. All right, so here you have Harvey Dent at his hideout. Of course, we have to be super literal, right? Where half of the room is white and the other half is black red. And you have Drew Barrymore on the white side, and you have Debbie Mazar, and you have two different meals on one. Like it's too literal. It's too in your face. It's too like, get it, guys? He has two sides of his personality. It's like there had to be a smarter way to do this. I hope you made extra. But you can call me the Riddler. Zoom in. You know this scene of Tommy Lee Jones grabbing Jim Carrey and saying, I'll kill you. You know that was him probably acting for real. Putting the gun up to his face. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know, this is like the most authentic acting Tommy Lee Jones has probably ever done. It's so weird, though, to know that they hated each other making this movie, because they had to do so many scenes where they're like laughing together, they're hugged up on each other. I mean, I guess they're professional and they're gonna act whatever is on the script, but it's just like, how awkward is that? Like you're Jim Carrey and this guy just told you that he doesn't respect you as a person or as an artist, but you have to act out a scene where you're like laughing and joking and being buddies together. I don't know. I don't know. The acting biz is pretty weird, isn't it? I can help you get Batman. That is, if you spare my life just for a few moments. Eh. Eh. Thank you. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, so stupid. Um, Anyone else find Drew Barrymore very attractive in this whole white angel side of like it's young Drew Barrymore, it's her wearing a skimpy outfit, which to be fair, I know it's supposed to be the good side, but she's wearing like some feathery, tassely stuff. It's still hot. It's so you and so you. You pull it off nicely. What's the point, big boy? A serious impulse control problem. It's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey fucking carries these scenes, man. Alright, so now he's showing him his brainwave device. The one. So, yeah, Debbie Macer is seeing this Sylvester Looney Tunes cartoon, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't tell what cartoon Drew Barrymore was watching. Is that Tweety Bird? This is my brain on the box. Does anybody else feel like a fried egg? I'm doing a lot of quoting. I hope I'm not being super annoying, but I can't help it. Every time I watch this movie, I quote almost everything that Jim Carrey says. Jim Carrey, it's not that his lines are so quotable, it's the way how he delivers them that's so quotable. Compare how Jim Carrey is delivering these lines. And yeah, there you go. Anybody else feel like a fried egg? Yeah, just you have to. It's the way how he yells it and the energy behind it. Who is Batman? See, the serious side of Harvey Dent, him talking with um, this low volume to his voice. Those are the moments where he's great. But it's when he starts yelling and laughing, and it's like, dude, fucking. If he just talked at that one scene, in the next scene, ha, he's breaking into the jewelry. Here's a good one. No, there's a good one. Um, but if you had a lot more of Tommy Lee Jones being like, you've broken into our hideout, and you've done this and that, and then now I'm going to flip this coin, and if it tails, I kill you. Like, if he was just at that level, it'd be perfect. Well, it'd be a lot better. All right, so here you have this scene where Chris O'Donnell has to show how cool he is because he just put away his laundry in a very cool way, I guess. Very punk rock music playing too. Tell me how to punch a guy. Ball up a fist, reach way back, and assert yourself. Here we go. Ball of fist. Way back. Ow! Jim Carrey, man. And why is Jim Carrey wearing a tiara? I lost count! Mind you, okay, so we just had a montage of Riddler and Two-Face breaking into so many places, stealing what the news just said, millions of dollars worth of jewelry and diamonds, and no sign of Batman. We cut to Bruce Wayne watching the news and having no reaction to this. What the fuck is Batman doing? Why isn't Batman out there trying to stop them? Yeah, I'm a little busy. Like it's not even. And then Alfred comes in, and now they're talking about this new riddle about knights and shit, and it's just like, I don't know. It's not explained. Now maybe the Schumacher director's cut, maybe it is explained, right? Maybe there is scenes of Bruce sitting there, and he's like, oh man, I'm really having this crisis of not wanting to be Batman anymore. And in this time of him not wanting to be Batman anymore, that's when Riddler and Two-Face are flourishing. That's when they're committing all of their crime sprees. But as it stands, the movie that we have right now, it just looks like Batman is lazy and just not trying hard. Nigma is, I guess he put out the box, and everyone in Gotham has bought a box, and now you have this whole family their minds are being sucked by the box. If you're Bruce Wayne and you're seeing a press conference of Edward Nigma talking about this box and he wants everyone to buy it, again, where's Batman? Where's Batman or even Bruce Wayne? You can go out there as Bruce Wayne and say, everybody, do not buy this. It is manipulating your brain. I shut down this project when Edward worked at my company. And like at least something. And then maybe you can have people in Gotham say, fuck you, Bruce Wayne. We want to get this anyways. I don't know. I'm just spitballing out. Nigma is at his chair, and he's sucking up everyone's mind. And he's fucking having an orgasm as he does it. Master Dick? Should Alfred really be calling a 25-year-old guy Master Dick? Just checking, young sir. Of course, because he's about to go into the Batcave. Now! Dick Grayson's jumping across the ceiling, using his circus skills. Master Dick? Don't follow me, whatever you do. And why does that door close so goddamn slow? Why doesn't Alfred close the door behind him and not just leave it and let it... Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. It sounds weird. Intruder alert. Okay, let me ask you guys something. So if there is an intruder alert alarm system, why does the Batmobile come up? Why is the place for his bat suits, why is that door open? If there's an intruder, don't show them where all the goods are. You're basically showing the intruder, hey, don't you want to steal this? Hey, intruder, don't you like this Batmobile that you can easily steal now? Does the Batmobile have keys that are in the Batmobile that you can just steal? Or, I don't know. Maybe you just have to push a button. Maybe you have to push down a lever to start. Maybe you push a button. I know there's some cars that don't need keys, right? You just push a button. I could totally see the Batmobile being like that. Of course, Alfred looking pissed at Dick Grayson. It's some security system indeed. All right, Bruce Wayne is talking to Chase Meridian. I guess they're about to go on another date, even though she told him to fuck off. I'm in love with Batman. So I don't know why they're going on another date or what they're doing. But he's talking to her about about the pain that he's going. So Bruce Wayne is definitely dealing with some past pain issues. I mean, we saw the flashback. Don't get me wrong, but I do feel like there's more to it that's the cause of why he doesn't want to be Batman right now. Why he's not out there being Batman. I feel like there's some stuff missing. Although I do like that he's talking to Chase Meridian about this, whether he's trying to talk to her as a potential girlfriend or he's talking to her because she's a what the hell is she? Is she a psychologist? Is she some sort of analyst? I don't know, but it makes sense. What kind of car do I drive? I do not drive a car. But if I did drive a car, it would be the '89 Batmobile. Okay, so here's a moment where he's telling her he's not jealous of Batman, and she's like, "Well, then just fucking tell me." And he goes, "You want to know who I am? You really want to know? If someone told you that being who I am is was the easiest thing in the world, that someone lied." Oh wait, that's the wrong movie. Oh, and she's kissing Bruce Wayne. What happened to I've met someone? What happened to that conversation? She just said I met someone. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, sir. I've had some rather distressing news about Master Dick. He keeps calling him Master Dick. I'm afraid Master Dick has gone traveling. He, he took the car. The Jag? The other car. The Bentley? No, sir. The other car. I love how Alfred delivers that line. No, sir. The other car. Wink, wink. That's probably Michael Goff's best scene as Alfred. The other car. All right, here you have this young pretty girl about to be. God knows what was gonna happen to her by this fucking uh, glow in the dark gang. Come for a little ride in my love machine, baby. Chris O'Donnell, fucking chill, dudes. It's Batman. What would possess him to ask the? That's not Batman. That's Batboy. I'm pretty sure that's In Vogue. Um, who are playing those prostitutes. Oh, what would possess him to take the Batmobile? Because it's the fucking Batmobile. If I was Dick Grayson and if I stumbled upon the Batcave like that, I would do the same thing. Fuck it. But okay, here we go. I do like this moment though when he sees that this girl's in danger. This girl was totally about to have the worst night of her life. Who the hell are you? I'm Batman. Oh, I love that Chris O'Donnell is pretending to be Batman right now. I forgot my suit, alright? Hey, come on, forget about it. I know that this is kind of stupid, but I do like the look of these neon glow in the dark gang. Um, it's silly, I know, and it's totally like if it was in a movie now, it would be dumb. But this maybe it's because it stands out. They totally look like a Gotham gang, I guess. More of a Batman Beyond gang. They definitely look like a gang that would exist in a Batman Beyond Gotham. And I love that he just took out the leader. Wait! Doesn't Batman ever kiss the girl? And then he kisses her. Thanks! You saved my life. I could definitely get into the superhero gig. Oh, and supposedly this gang is running like fucking 100 deep. Maybe more, man. There's a lot of fucking people in this gang. It's almost amazing that Batman's never dealt with this game before. Well, they are afraid of Batman, so maybe they have, but it's just like, how did this gang get so goddamn big? Batman! I I love that they run away when Batman shows up. I do like that. They're smart enough to be like, I ain't fucking with Batman. Oh, here you have the moment where Dick Grayson goes to punch Batman. Bastard! It should have been you! He did try to tell Two-Face, to be fair, but Bruce Wayne is not looking for forgiveness. Well, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but Bruce Wayne's not even admitting to the fact that he did try, just no one could hear him. I do like this, even though I don't like that Two-Face is the guy that kills Robin's parents. At the end of the day, though, whatever. Fine. Two-Face is the villain in the movie. Fine, I guess it does make sense for this movie that he's the guy, right? I like the fact that Dick Grayson is having this crisis of, I really want to kill Two-Face, right? Like he's saying, all I think about is I want to kill him. And I like that Bruce Wayne's job now is to make sure that he doesn't do it, right? Even though if this was Michael Keaton, that probably wouldn't make sense because Michael Keaton's been killing left and right. But even this Bruce Wayne, even Val Kilmer is talking as if maybe he did kill the Joker. Maybe that is still canon. And he's basically telling him, this is what will happen. You kill the guy who you want to kill. But once you do that, I really want to hear Val Kilmer say that he killed the guy who killed his parents. Only, I mean, I guess they're leaving it vague. They're leaving it ambiguous on purpose. They don't want to confirm that it's connected, right? I'm a part of this whether you like it or not. That's his whole I'm being a teenager moment. But it would be interesting, though, to have a Bruce Wayne that he has killed, and he now, not resents it, but he now regrets the fact that he's killed, and he's even saying to him, you're going to kill again. Another. And so maybe it's like Bruce Wayne realized that he was going down a dark path, and that he regrets killing the Joker, for example. And so he's trying to tell Dick Grayson, you don't want to go down that path. I've been down that path. It's dark. It's lonely. It eats your soul. And I'm just now getting out of it, right? I don't know. And here's normal looking Jim Carrey. Oh my god, this actress. Oh my god, there's Bruce Wayne! Brucey! I know it's Bob Kane's wife who's playing that part, but holy fuck is she over the top. It's like, man, Jesus. I love that Edward Nigma is dressing himself to look like Bruce Wayne. He's wearing the suit. He has his hairstyle just like him. He even has a fake mole to look like Val Kilmer. It's hilarious. She was in Batman Returns too, was she? Bob Kane's wife? What scene? I don't remember. I know she's in Batman and Robin. I don't remember her in Batman Returns. And what a grand pursuit. Oh, because her name's Chase Meridian. And what a grand pursuit you must be. After the cemetery scene. Oh, yes. Yes. She's one of the people who's talking about Penguin, right? And saying, something about I was a boy, or I was a penguin, and now I'm or whatever the fuck she says. I know what you're talking. Okay, that is her. You're right. I completely forgot about that. Nigma Tech. Now, this is actually, again, VR. You basically go into this device, and you can virtually live out your fantasy. Like that guy just pretend to be on the beach with a bunch of hot chicks. This woman is pretending to be Miss America pageant or whatever the fuck she is, or maybe it's just that she has diamonds. I don't fucking know. But if it wasn't, if he wasn't sucking out their brain waves, it would actually be a pretty cool product. I think, you know, it'd be cool if I could use a VR, like something more realistic. And I'm trying to think of what I would imagine myself to. I don't know. What would you guys? What would you guys imagine yourselves to be in? Shall we dance? I don't like the fact that Chase Meridian, who she's there as Bruce Wayne's date, and then she goes. Jim Carrey's an asshole. The way how he looked at, the way how he looked at, and then the way how he's dancing with her. You could tell Nicole Kidman was about to break and start smiling, start laughing. But yeah, I don't know why she starts dancing with him though. She's there with Bruce Wayne. And this guy is clearly trying to have a dick measuring contest with your date. Why did you dance with him? And then, of course, Drew Barrymore is now flirting with Bruce Wayne. And I'll be honest, I will flirt with Drew Barrymore very much so, yes. And then she takes out the thing, she puts in a new thing to the machine, and we're about to get into Bruce Wayne's head. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. So, if we're being honest, this device is more like a Mad Hatter mind control type thing, right? And maybe I just have this on my mind because I just played Arkham City yesterday, and there's a whole bit where Mad Hatter puts a device on you and tries to mind control you, and Bruce and Batman has to fight the mind control. So this reminds me a lot of Mad Hatter tech. If we ever do get Mad Hatter in a movie, which the only thing about them redoing Riddler, redoing Joker all the time, it's like it'd be nice if we got some villains that we've never got in a movie before, like a Mad Hatter, like I guess we did get Killer Croc, but Clayface. It'd be cool to get some of these different villains in live action. And no, I'm not counting Gotham or Titans or any of that bullshit. And I'm only not counting them because I don't think they've done good versions of Mad Hatter, and like Gotham's Mad Hatter just very disappointing. Like Alice was his sister, right? And he did stuff to her. I'm like, oh, so stupid. Clayface would be a sick. Yes, Clayface needs to happen in live action. I don't know why we're dragging our fucking knuckles on using Clayface. There's so much you can do with Clayface. Clayface could be a one villain movie. He's that interesting. He's that good. The effects, the fighting, it would be similar to the liquid metal Terminator, right? Clayface is very similar to liquid metal Terminator, but he also has like a blob like feature to him. You could do some cool shit with Clayface. They're slacking, man. Batman just came in through the roof. His entrance was good. No, your entrance was good. His was better. The difference, showmanship. Now, is this weird? Batman fighting all the thugs and the fucking civilians are all crowd around like it's a UFC event. And they're like, yeah, Batman. And they're like betting money. It's weird how this is shot. Like everyone is in a circle watching Batman fight. Yeah! this is fucking stupid. And of course, Nicole Kidman makes out with Batman. My place, midnight. And you bet your ass if I'm Batman, I'm there. I'm there at 12 or I'm there at 11:59. I'm not late for that meeting. This film had the best fight choreography. It's pretty good fighting. As much as I love the Tim Burton Batman movies, the fighting wasn't as good. At least the fighting in this film. You're there at 10. Well, if she says midnight, you don't want to be there too early, because then you look desperate, right? I'm simply saying, get there by like 11:55, 11:58. Get there a couple minutes early so that you're not late. If you're 2 hours early, she's gonna be like, "God damn, dude! Like, how pathetic are you?" Or like, how long has it been? All right, I actually do like this scene more so for the score. I do like the score in this scene. Batman just got tricked by Two-Face. Nothing like a bad case of gas. All right, that's not a good line. But apparently this whole place is gassed, and Two-Face just shot a fireball at him. Apparently his cape is a shield. I'll take it. And I almost said Joker, because he's acting like the fucking Joker. Two-Face is cackling like a maniac. But this shot of Batman running out of the fire with the score, very cool. Why can't you just die? He shoots him again. The scene's kind of silly, but the one shot of Batman running out of the fire, I like that. I do. I like that. And there you have Joker, aka Two-Face, laughing up a storm. Like, dude, what the fuck? It's almost like I used to think that Tommy Lee Jones saw Jack Nicholson act like a fool as the Joker and thought, oh, that's how I'm supposed to act. And maybe that's part of it. Because he clearly didn't do research on Two-Face to know how Two-Face should act. But I guess it was mostly, I need to act goofier than Jim Carrey, which is ridiculous. Even the scenes where Jim Carrey's not there, he's acting goofy, you know? All right, there's Dick Grayson saving Batman. He's wearing his circus outfit. What the hell did you think you were doing? I love the cut to Val Kilmer. What the hell did you think you were doing? He said, what's a good psychic name? Batboy, Nightwing. Tommy Lee Jones copied Cesar Romero's Joker. That's true. Maybe Jack Nicholson's Joker is not the best reference. Maybe Tommy Lee Jones is referencing the 60s show more so. There it is. I can stop you. It's just something about the way how he stood up and said that to where I'm like, yeah, okay, Bruce Wayne will stop you. And you're encouraging him, you piece of shit, Alfred. Of course, Alfred likes the younger boys more, so he's taking Dick Grayson's side, I guess. He calls him Master Dick, for God's sakes. He could call him Master Grayson. He calls Bruce Master Wayne. I mean, does he call him Master Bruce? I don't think so. He calls him Master Wayne, right? Master Dick. Just an excuse to say Dick. And where's this footage that Bruce Wayne is looking at this footage of Nicole Kidman like she's in a fucking shampoo commercial and she's just like waving her hair back. Where did he get that footage from? it's okay. Nicole Kidman, maybe she didn't think Batman would show up because she was sleeping. She's sleeping naked, which is pretty hot. And there's Batman right at her window. At least he didn't just bust open the window. I'm here, bitch. Get naked. At least he's just... But she's already naked. She's down, man. She's down to clown. Open the doors up. Take me, Batman. Imagine Batman already has the suit cut out, so his dick is already sticking out. I'm ready. I hope you're ready for me. They're making out. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I've imagined this moment. Of course, she's so back and forth. I've imagined your body, your lips, but I've met someone. It's like, fucking bitch, man. Okay, so you wanted him beforehand, but then you get him, and then, but you told Bruce Wayne that you were in love with Batman. Now you're telling Batman that you're in love with Bruce Wayne. He's not you. Although he is you. But he's not you. I do like how Batman has to pretend to be disappointed. And then he turns around because he knows that it's him. But there is something to be said, though, about having the love interest fall more in love with Bruce Wayne than Batman. Having her be in love with Batman isn't the best light. Here you go. He turns around. What do you guys feel of Batman smiling? It's very silly. It's very goofy. I normally would hate it, but for some reason, because he's smiling because he knows that she wants Bruce Wayne, I kind of like the smile. I shouldn't like the smile. I really shouldn't. But for some reason, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's so silly and goofy. Woo! All right, now we're reading into. Apparently, Riddler's already seen it, right? Because he's showing Two-Face. Riddle me this. What kind of a man has bats on the brain? Hoo, 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 hoo. You're a genius. Oh, stop. See, look at how they're like all over each other. They look like they're about to fuck each other. Two-Face and Riddler. All right. Now, here we have a very random moment where Batman is going, or Bruce Wayne is going to give up being Batman. Now, just watching this movie the way that it is, it seems random as fuck. I like Tommy Lee Jones as an actor, and he's actually a serious actor. Yeah, no, that's the thing, is that Tommy Lee Jones is usually, almost always, a serious actor. Can you guys name me another performance by Tommy Lee Jones where he's this silly or where he's goofy? I don't think he's ever played anything goofy, ever. It's amazing that he gets cast as Two-Face, and that's the moment when he decides to be goofy. You know, it's like, no. Small Soldiers? Okay, I've never seen that. So there you go. But how irresponsible is it, though, for Bruce Wayne to give up being Batman when you know that Riddler and Two-Face are still out there, when they're still at large? Man of the House? Oh, I've never seen that either. Okay. Well, apparently Tommy Lee Jones has played Goofy a lot more times than I know. Oh, he does the voice? Alright, well, if he does the voice, I'm talking about him physically, in person, acting Goofy. I guess Man of the House? I don't even know what that is. But, Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you. It's easy to forget that Batman Forever can be considered a Halloween movie. It at least has a scene, which is funny, right? Because The Long Halloween is a very popular Batman story. I don't know if that's why they set this around Halloween time, to have a weird reference to it. I do like the idea, though, that Dick Grayson sees Bruce Wayne giving up being Batman, and this angers him so much that he's like, fuck this shit. I'm going to bounce, and I'm going to go and be a vigilante on my own. I kind of like that. I don't know. They don't do much with it. I feel like he only leaves so that he's not in the house when Riddler and Two-Face break in and attack everybody. It's just an excuse to get rid of him. But as a character choice, trick or treat! It just would be nice if maybe we got some scenes of Robin going out there on his own and being a vigilante on his own, and then maybe he hears on the news or something that the Wayne Manor got attacked, got vandalized, and all this stuff, and so then he goes back to check, or Oh, clumsy Chase Meridian! She just knocked over the roses, and you just triggered a huge, fucked up psychological event for Bruce, and now he's having a panic attack. I love how the villains drive up in the car, and all of the thugs are just hanging off of the side of the fucking car. Wouldn't it make more sense for them to just drive two cars and the gang is in the second car and whatever? Oh, Riddler and Two-Face. Happy Halloween! Why is Two-Face so... He's so like, hoo-hoo, Happy Halloween, hoo-hoo-hoo. It's so fucking goofy. Will you do a live stream for the Royal Rumble this Saturday? That's a good question. I was thinking about it. I might post I might do a poll on the channel to see if anybody gives a shit. To see if anybody would like to see it. I don't know. I guess you guys can tell me. Alright, so Bruce Wayne's about to tell Chase Meridian that he's Batman. You know what's funny is that I feel like the Chase Meridian character is kind of just a copy and paste of Vicky Vale. Just a more hyper-sexualized version of Vicky Vale. On here or on Twitch. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Maybe on the poll, I'll ask. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like Chase Meridian is just a much more sexualized Vicky Vale. Even the plot of their relationship is very similar, right? Vicky Vale at the beginning of '89 only comes to Gotham because she's researching Batman. She's doing a story on Batman, or she wants to find out more about Batman. Yeah, Chase just wants that bat meat, man. She just wants it in and all around her mouth. And you know what? I don't blame her. It's Batman. All right. He's telling her about him. He fell into a cave, I guess, as a kid. We're seeing it. And then the big giant bat starts flying towards him. But yeah, so Vicky Vale, she comes to Gotham. She's doing the story on Batman. She meets Bruce Wayne. She dates Bruce Wayne. Same thing with Chase. Although Chase was more in love with Batman, where Vicky falls for Bruce Wayne. That's why Vicky was a better love interest in that way. And also, Vicky wasn't on the roof of a building in her nightgown trying to fuck Batman on the roof of the building. As hot as that could be, I like how Chase is trying to tell Bruce Wayne, like, hey, you can tell me, but she interrupts him telling his story to kiss him. Although, I think this moment that she's kissing him, she figures out that he's Batman by the kiss. Which, granted, she's already kissed Batman and Bruce Wayne separately multiple times by this point, but for whatever reason, like, see, she just pulled out from the kiss, and she's smiling, touching her lips, looking at him. So I guess now she just figures out that he's Batman. And Alfred just got hit by Riddler. Twick or tweet. Seize and capture. No killing. If I was a superhero, where would I hide? Spank me. That has to be improvised. There's no way that the script says Riddler finds the entrance to the Batcave and says, spank me. If that's in the script, fucking prove it. I am fully convinced that Jim Carrey just improvised that line. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Shut up! Mind you, intruder alert. So let's show the fucking Batmobile. I remember playing. Oh, you paid $70 for the anthology? Wow. Yeah, I paid $10 for. Now, granted, I know the anthology had a box set and it probably looked cool. Yeah, for the Blu-ray of all 4 movies, this was $10. But don't get me wrong, I probably would have paid the same amount back then. I paid, I think, just $10 for each movie, or maybe I paid, maybe it was more than 10. Maybe it was like $15 each. I don't know. For each movie was the 2-disc DVD, and then of course I just rebought it on Blu-ray, so whatever. Riddler is blowing everything up in the Batcave. I like that Chase Meridian punches out a thug. FYE. FYE used to be my shit. I used to go there all the time, every week at least. He's blowing shit up. Yeah! Pretending to be a fucking pitcher, I guess. Now, I know Chase Meridian, it's not like she's having this big, huge fight scene. Somebody tell the fat lady she's on in 5. It's sad to see the Batmobile blow up. It is. I know some people don't like this Batmobile, clearly, right? People think it sucks. But it's still blowing up the Batmobile. The idea of the Batmobile blowing up is still a big deal. Joygasm! Is that in the script? Is the word joygasm in the... Is it scripted that Riddler blows up the Batmobile and then yells joygasm? I doubt it. Oh, Bruce Wayne just got shot in the face. Okay, so the whole idea that Two-Face is flipping his coin over and over again until it lands on tails is bullshit. It's bullshit. He flips it once, it lands on heads. That's it. You can't kill him. That's the rules. It's the rules. If you kill him, he won't learn nothing. Ah! 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 That Jim Carrey laugh is great. But it's stupid. It's stupid. He's sitting there, and he flips his coin at least 3 or 4 times. Oh, it finally lands on tails. Finally. Fuck you. What's the whole point? What's the point of the coin if he can just flip it over and over again? Take a shot for it? What's the point of his coin if he can just flip it over and over again until, oh, it lands on what I want it to land on? Master Bruce, how are you, young man? At least they didn't kill Alfred. You haven't called me that in a long time. I like Val Kilmer's delivery there. Just the way how he said, you haven't called me that in a long time. I don't know. I think Val Kilmer has some moments. He has some good, authentic feeling moments. I honestly like that the Wayne parents murder flashback murders he was kept. Me too. Do you miss the Snapper Case DVD? Yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. Like when I rebought the Blu-rays, I said to myself, man, I want these movies on Blu-ray, but I'm gonna miss the DVD. Like the jacket, it keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night. And this jacket's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that I want it. I want this fucking light up jacket with the question marks, and they're like, I want it. Batman, you say? Coming for you. I'm counting on it. I'm sorry, but I love Jim Carrey as the Riddler. It's so over the top. You'll never hear me act this goofy on camera. as I do right now. Actually, you know what? Maybe I have acted goofier on camera. I don't know. Acted a bit like the Grinch. Oh, in that scene with the jacket, you're probably right. You're probably right. All right, so now Alfred and Bruce Wayne are going over all of the riddles, and they're trying to draw a collection to it. Now, again, like I mentioned earlier, these aren't the most complicated, sophisticated riddles in the world, but I do like seeing Bruce Wayne try to figure it out. People complain all the time, oh, we never see Batman in the movies be a detective, and it feels like the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, we will get a lot more detective work. But let's not act like we've never seen Batman act like a detective, okay? 89 Batman figures out Joker's toxins and the fact that it's a combination of two different chemicals or two different products. Shampoo, right? Or cologne or all this stuff mixed together. That's how the Joker kills you. A nice butt shot. Batman has a nice ass. I'm not... There's a reason why Joel Schumacher wanted to show off Batman's ass. By sea or by air, the Batwing hanging upside down looks pretty cool. So what was I talking about? I'm all over the place. I have ADD doing this. Joel made the bat nipples too. He did. He did. What's the R stand for? He looks over at Alfred. Robin. Thank you, Alfred. When did Alfred have time to make Robin's outfit? I can't promise you I won't kill Harvey. A man's got to go his own way. Wow! Not just a friend. Partner. Yeah! It's like that moment in Predator where Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers. Yeah! Not quite as epic, sure. But I do love this shot of the Batwing flying through the cave. That's fucking awesome, guys. Say what you want to say, but if this is CGI or however they accomplished the Batwing flying through the thing, like, that's cool. That's cool, and that still holds up. Fucking Gordon. Gordon has the bat light on. He's not coming. Shut it down. What the fuck are you doing, Gordon? Wait a minute. Batman's going to do our job for us. Yeah, he's cheering. Yes. Go, do our work. Batman. And then Gordon shakes the fucking cop's hand. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? This is fucking ridiculous. You're the fucking commissioner. At least Gary Oldman was on the fucking field being shot at. Damn near being killed. Give me a fucking break, guys. Come on. This Gordon sucks. When I was a kid, I didn't think anything of it. But when I watch it now, I'm pulling my hair out. Like, Gordon, what the fuck are you doing? They pay you for this shit? Thank God Batman is already rich. Because he's damn sure not getting paid for this. I love that they're playing Battleship. I mean, when I say I love it, I just find it amusing, you know? It's silly, it's goofy, but it's funny. Especially when Riddler goes, or is it Two-Face? One of them says, you suck my battleship. What? Okay, they just blew up. Ah! You suck my battleship! Who, me? Jim Carrey's Riddler steals every scene in this movie. Yes, you're not wrong. It's sad that the Bat Boat, or whatever the fuck we want to call it, Spider-Man is coming to Blu-ray April 12th. April 12th! Oh, that sounds so far away. Oh, I want it in my hands right now. I was hoping it was March. I thought it was going to be March, but Oh, they're gonna blow up the Batwing. There goes the Batwing. Ah! I got him! Now, let me ask you guys something. What was that green laser shit that came out of the giant Riddler thing? Like, was that the force of everyone's intelligence that he sucked up? Did he just use that as a laser to shoot Batman, or like what was that green shit that he shot out? And look at that, Robin's first time out there, he almost got attacked by a couple of scuba divers. Da 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 da. Again, I know people don't like this music, whatever. It's now the real game begins. Goofy ass Jim Carrey. Holy rusted metal, Batman. Huh? The ground, it's all metal. It's full of holes, you know. Holy. Oh. First of all, hearing Batman say, huh? Oh. Not exactly what I would script Batman to say, right? Huh? But I do like that they got Robin to say, holy rusted metal, Batman, obviously playing off of the 60s show. I do like that. I don't love the 60s show. What's weird is that we haven't had a Batman and Robin partnership in live action since these movies, since Chris O'Donnell. I know you have Titans, but you don't see Batman and Robin side by side out there doing shit together. So that's why I don't count that. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt playing Robin, he wasn't really Robin, let's be honest. His legal name was Robin, and it was a nice Easter egg, right? But it wasn't really Batman and Robin together doing shit. Let's be real. The last time we got Batman and Robin side by side in live action was the Joel Schumacher movies. It's kind of crazy to think about. All right, so yeah, we do. We need a modern take on Batman and Robin. I was hoping that the Ben Affleck movie that we're never gonna get. I was hoping though that they would do something with that. I know Zack Snyder said that was Dick Grayson who was dead. Bullshit. Like I don't think he's lying. I just think that that's bullshit. It should have been Jason Todd dead. Dick Grayson should have been out there somewhere as Nightwing, and then maybe the Ben Affleck movie could have introduced a Tim Drake as Robin, and then that's how you get a Batman and Robin on screen live action. So Dick Grayson, Robin, was about to let Two-Face die, but had a change of thought, I guess, change of mind. And of course, in saving Two-Face, Two-Face puts a gun on him. And now Robin, for Robin's first time out there as Robin, he's kind of fucking up, right? The Bat boat, the Bat submarine, whatever the fuck it was, got blown up and he got captured by the scuba divers. And now he just got captured by Two-Face. It's like, God damn it, Robin. This is your first night out there. But of course, you have to have the moment where Riddler does the Green Goblin moment of, now choose! Chase Meridian or Master Dick? What means more to you? Who's afraid of the big black bat? This outfit, I do like. It's silly. It's over the top. Don't get me wrong. But let's get real. Riddler in his various different outfits kind of hilarious. I don't know why his hair is so big now. I don't know why he changed from that cool green light up jacket into this silver onesie suit. I don't know why he changed, but they sold they sold plenty of toys. I know I bought a bunch of different, well, my mom bought me a bunch of different Batman Forever toys, that's for sure. I had the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face toy. I had the Batman, I had so many Batman toys. It's ridiculous. The sonar suit that he's wearing right now, I had that. I had the original black suit. I had the Michael Keaton black suit. I had the Riddler suit, the green onesie. I had the silver onesie. Can Bruce Wayne and Batman ever truly coexist? We'll find out today! Let's meet our contestants! Curtain number 1! And there's fine-ass Drew Barrymore. I need to stop being thirsty over Drew Barrymore, but I'm sorry. She shows up in that outfit, I can't help it. And behind curtain number 2. Fat Man's one and only partner. I don't know why he calls him Fat Man. That's definitely a Jim Carrey improvise. And one day dreams of being bare naked with a girl. You had the Batman Returns Halloween mask. Nice. A watery grave. I definitely had the Batman Returns Catwoman doll action figure. Excuse me. She's a tall glass of water, man. I don't blame you. Yeah. Drew Barrymore. She was something else. I mean, she's still attractive today. Don't get me wrong, but back in the day, woo. Or the Dark Knight's junior partner. It's interesting to hear them call him the Dark Knight in this silly ass movie, right? Judges. I have a riddle for you. For me? Really? Tell me. I see without seeing. To me, darkness is as clear as daylight. What am I? Huh? No cheating. You're as blind as a bat. Exactly. I love he puts the sonar eyes on and threw a batarang into his. Now, I guess that was the source of everything. It destroys everything in the room. All of the brain waves that he sucked in leaves his body, I guess? I don't really understand what's going on right now. The multicolors. And his head's all warped shapes. This is goofy as fuck, man. Bummer. The fuck? And of course, he's gonna drop them both. And of course, we have the shot of seeing up Nicole Kidman's skirt. Because why not? I do like this scene, though, of Batman going down to save them both. And they're both falling. I like the score. Elliot Goldenthal doesn't get enough love. Because he's not Danny Elfman. So fuck him, right? So he saved Nicole Kidman. He's able to save them both. He saved Chase Meridian. I love that Dick Grayson does the whole, like, arms under his feet and boom, and Batman catches him. It's cool. This is a cool moment. A cool Batman saves everybody moment. I like it. Obviously, the Spider-Man scene with Green Goblin and the kids and Mary Jane remind me of this. Thanks! I love Robin saying, thanks! Like he wasn't confident that Batman was going to save him. Elliot is way better than Hans Zimmer. Ooh, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. I don't agree with you, but I appreciate that take. And then, how did Two-Face get all the way down this fucking... How did he get to the bottom of this? He was just up there with Riddler. Harvey, aren't you forgetting your coin? You're always of two minds of everything. No, because he'll just flip the coin over and over and over again until it lands on tails. Fuck his coin. Thank you, Bruce. You were always a good friend. And then Batman throws up 9,000 coins and confuses him. And there goes Two-Face, falls off the ledge and falls to his death. Okay, so does anyone else think it's weird that Bruce Wayne said to Dick Grayson, hey, you shouldn't kill Harvey Dent. You shouldn't kill Two-Face. But allow me. Woo! And then, of course, you have the shot of Dick Grayson looking happy as fuck that Two-Face just died. Yes! It does feel good to watch him die. I'm gonna kill everyone now. I want to feel this again. Nigma looks like fucking hell, right? Why can't I kill you? Too many chances. Oh, sorry. Too many questions. I fucked that up. Too many questions. You want to take a shot for Harvey Dent's death? Sure. R.I.P. Harvey Dent. I am both Batman and Bruce Wayne because I choose to be. Not because I have to be, because I choose to be. The look on... After Batman says that, not because I have to be, but because I choose to be. The look back, the cut to Edward Nigma, Jim Carrey, as he's just like... like he's... Because he's all deformed. It's such a goofy... And then Batman implants the image of the bat onto Nigma. I don't know how he did this. It's very confusing, right? Because all he does, Batman leans forward, and then Nigma just starts freaking out. Like, and he starts seeing the bat. So what the fuck happened there? Does Batman have a superpower where he can implant images onto other people? Maybe. So now we have Dr. Burton, who is clearly a reference to Tim Burton. So I appreciate that. They're giving some love to the guy who gave us the previous two movies. The only reason why this movie was able to be made, let's be honest. Chase Meridian is going to... And Arkham Asylum. This is our very first live-action shot of Arkham Asylum in a movie. Chase Meridian went to go see if Edward Nigma remembers that Bruce Wayne's Batman or if he's going to reveal that. Nigma is now fucking crazy as shit, and he says, I'm Batman. So I guess his secret's safe. Again, I don't really understand what happened. I guess Batman made Nigma crazy, but like why or how? How did he make him crazy? I don't know. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck, right? It's 1995. But can you imagine if this was the wrap-up of a Batman? Can you imagine if the Batman ends this way, where Robert Pattinson just goes into Paul Dano's face, and then it drives him crazy because he sees a bat? The reviews for the Batman would be tore up. Oh, Chase Meridian is making out with Bruce Wayne. Alfred is being a creep watching them, smiling like, yes. Don't work too late. Man, Nicole Kidman is hot as hell, man. Wouldn't it be good to come home to that every night? Da, 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 da. Here we have the shot of Batman and Robin running towards the screen with the light behind them. Da, da, da. I do like this shot of Batman and Robin running together like that. I know it's a little hokey and silly, but I like it. I do. Oh, and they're playing U2. Touch me, thrill me, kiss me, kill me. I don't know if that's the right order, but great song. This song, this soundtrack, first of all, the Batman Forever soundtrack, not the score, the soundtrack, it's a great soundtrack. This U2 song is probably the best song in the soundtrack. I love that the end credits plays this song. When I was a kid, I loved hearing this song. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It was the right song at the right time for the right movie. Definitely nostalgic vibes of seeing the bat symbol with this song playing. They do the same thing at the end of Batman and Robin. Are you talking about Batman, Robin, and Batgirl running towards the screen? Yeah, I know. It's not as cool because it's just a redone, right? It's the same shit again. Let's just add Batgirl to the shot now, I guess. Bear, near, 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 near. Hold me, thrill me, kiss me, kill me. Did I have that the right order? I don't even know. But good song, good song. On my second channel, I actually made a video using this song, and I edited the Batman Forever movie to this song. And it has a lot of views. It has like 80 something thousand views. So if you guys ever check out my second YouTube channel, it's just called Mike Brown. You might be able to find it under my main page, but I don't know. But it's a pretty cool video I made. Hold me, thrill me, kiss me. I try to edit the video. Seal song, yes. Seal comes after this song. Oh. I don't know why Bono was sounding like he was having an orgasm there, but I like it. The Smashing Pumpkins song at the end credits was the only good thing in Batman and Robin. Yeah, that song's decent, but I will say that I like the slowed down remix version of that Smashing Pumpkins song that they used in the trailer for Watchmen. Now they're playing Seal. Love remains. And did you know that when it snows... Baby, I could pay you to a kiss on a rose from a grave. Ooh. I'm fucking up all this. I'm going to stop singing. I'm not going to kill. It's a good song, though. It is. I don't know how much this song matches this movie, let's be real, but it's a good song. Baby! I remember when whenever this song would play on the radio, everybody would say, it's the Batman song! Yeah. It was definitely known as the Batman song for a good while. And even now, when I hear it, I think of Batman Forever. I do. Alright, well, that's it, folks. That's all, folks. Batman and Robin has Gotham City by R. Kelly. Yeah, I used to like that song, but now, fuck R. Kelly, man. I don't know if I can listen to an R. Kelly song, for obvious reasons. But yeah, so the Smashing Pumpkins, they remade that. I don't know if they did the remake or if somebody else remade that Smashing Pumpkin song. The beginning of the end is or the end of the whatever the fuck it goes. But the Watchmen trailer uses a slowed down, really cool version of that song. And I think that version's much better than the version in Batman and Robin. But yeah, so. So, all right, guys. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this Batman or Batman Forever watch along. I gotta admit, I had fun rewatching it. I don't watch this. I don't have bad thoughts of this movie. I don't. You know, I know some people probably don't like it, or I say some people. There's probably a lot of people who don't like it. And I understand that. If you didn't grow up on this movie like I did, I could totally see why you watch this and say, what the fuck is going on here, right? I get that. But I can't, and I admit this. Batman and Robin is next. Yep, it is. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it's going to happen. But I can't watch Batman Forever and not pretend like I don't have nostalgic feelings for it. I can't. At least I can acknowledge that. At least I can acknowledge that I have a bias when I watch Batman Forever. It's hard for me to watch this movie objectively and review it as if it's a present day movie, or review it with my critical eye of today. I can't. I have too many memories with it. I have too many nostalgic things. Rewatching this film brings me back to being 6, 7 years old. Yeah, man. For better or for worse. But that being said, though, watching it now, yeah, there's some silly moments. Yeah, there's some dumb moments. Yeah, there's some moments that might make you cringe or might make you question logic a little bit. But I still have fun with it. I do. I'm never bored watching it. I think it goes by quick. I felt like these 2 hours went by quick. I think Joel Schumacher at least tried to have some darkness there, and clearly his director's cut has way more dark stuff in it. But it does make me curious on what the director's cut looks like. If HBO Max or Warner Brothers, like on Blu-ray, if they ever release the Joel Schumacher director's cut of Batman Forever, you bet your ass I will watch it, I will buy it, and I would review it gladly. I'm very curious. At least I'll always have this version of the movie to connect with that I grew up on. But if there's a darker, better version of this movie that exists out there, fucking release it. Release it. I bought the Snyder Cut of Justice League when it came out on Blu-ray, even though it's on HBO Max, or I think it's still on HBO Max. I don't even know. But I bought it on Blu-ray because fuck it. I want to support it. I'm glad that they made it. I'm glad that they made it for the fans. I want to support directors getting their cut. I would support David Ayer getting a Suicide Squad cut. I would gladly support that. If his director's cut of Suicide Squad is better than what we had, give it to me, and I'll buy it to support it. But that's just me, though. I just put on the Kiss from a Rose music video because that's on the Blu-ray. I just put that on while I was talking there, so I was watching that for a little bit. Don't mind me. Sadly, though, they do not have, I don't know why, but they do not have the U2 music video. Why don't they have that? I know that U2 made a music video for it, right? It's like them in cartoon and shit. Why isn't that on the Blu-ray? That's very disappointing. I think that would be super... Oh, hey! Hold on, guys. There are deleted scenes. Should we watch the deleted scenes? Maybe some of these deleted scenes It's probably not all of the footage, but maybe some of this is what would be in the director's cut. What do you guys think? Shadow Bear says yes. Should we watch all of the deleted scenes right now? There is a play all button. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deleted scenes. Wow. We could have not all, but we could have most of the Schumacher cut right here. Right here, ready to be played. Yay, nay, does anybody give a shit? No, nobody cares. Because the music video has nothing to do with the movie. That's not true at all. The U2 music video for Batman Forever, that totally. U2 is on top of rooftop buildings, on top of gargoyles, and I'm pretty sure they show footage from the movie. What are you talking about, dude? The Hold Me, Throw Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me video is absolutely connect. And the song plays in the after credit scene. It couldn't be any more connected to the movie. What the fuck? If that's not the biggest dong take of the night. All right, I will play the delete scene. All right, here we go. Play all. All right, guys. Here we go. First scene says escape from Arkham. Arkham Asylum. Can I not hear anything? I don't hear anything. Oh, here we go. Okay. They probably took out the score, right? We see Dr. Burton, the guy with the crazy black hair. He's walking through the halls of Arkham Asylum. Very cool to have Arkham Asylum in a movie from 1995. Hell's in here. Wow. Okay. Mr. Dent. Okay, yeah, this scene's already darker than almost... Is this Harvey Dent in Arkham Asylum? Is that him? Oh, it's the dead guard. It's the dead cop. You still have your Me too, Patrix. I still have my Riddler cup from McDonald's. Well, actually, it's not Riddler. I have the Batman one. But yeah, I have it too. Awesome, right? Awesome. The Bat Must Die. So I think that was the original opening. Harvey Dent breaking out of Arkham Asylum. You had Riddler and Robin. Nice. I only had the Batman one. I was never able to collect the other ones. But I still have my Batman one. It's still... I used to have it every morning for breakfast. I used to, Okay, so we see... It's a scene of Batman trying to attack Two-Face in the helicopter. And Batman's saying, I tried to save you. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, let me explain what just happened here. So Batman is on the side of the window where Two-Face is flying the helicopter. And Batman said, I won't kill you, but he breaks into the window and starts choking Two-Face. And Two-Face says, Batman doesn't kill? Ha, that's funny. I can see the curl in your lip. I can see the gleam in your eye. You are a killer, just like me. And then he hits him off. Like, so there's some interesting dark stuff going on here, because think about it. If this movie is connected to the Michael Keaton Batman, then that Batman did kill. And so Two-Face calling Batman out on that? I don't know, guys. I feel like this is what the director's cut of Schumacher would be. What the fuck? Batman just ran into a... Batman just ran into a... Is this like a hairdresser place? What the fuck? Okay, that was a weird scene. That... Perfectly fine with that being deleted. Batman was... I guess he was looking for either Two-Face or somebody. He runs into a hairdresser place. Alright. Bruce Wayne sees that Dick Grayson is punching a punching bag with Two-Face's picture on it. So this is Bruce Wayne trying to connect to Dick Grayson. I don't know you, but I am like you. The Wayne Foundation has an excellent scholarship. Wow, he's saying that he'll put him through college. The Scream TV show. I never said I was against doing it. I have, I would do it. It's just right now, because of the timing of the Batman movie, I'm doing the Batman live streams right now. But eventually, it's something I'm thinking about. It's something I'm thinking about. So wait, you said that Dick Grayson's supposed to be 15 in this movie? No. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying Chris O'Donnell does not look 15 in this movie. I buy it. All right, Batman's watching the news, or Bruce Wayne's watching the news. Wow. Okay, so this guy on the news just said, Batman, if you really want to help the city, turn in your cape and retire. You're the reason why all of this crazy shit's going on with the villains. And now Bruce is talking to Alfred about... Wow, okay, so this explains why he wasn't going out there as Batman as much. Bruce is saying to Alfred, the city wants me to retire. Alfred's saying, maybe you should retire. And Bruce Wayne is saying, is Batman a curse? Wow. This is making me want the Schumacher cut even more. I can't believe all these... I've never seen these deleted scenes before. Usually because I usually just watch the movie and then turn it off, right? Credits come and I turn it off. If that's true, then Batman is my enemy. Can I give up? Wow. So this is explaining why he wasn't going out there and stopping Riddler and Two-Face, and why he Dr. Meridian seems like a good place to start. That's what Alfred says to him. I've never been in love before, Alfred. Well, fuck Vicky Vale, right? Fuck Selena Kyle, right? Oh, that's a. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the much better version of. Remember how I said that there was that scene where Bruce Wayne was watching footage of Nicole Kidman just like acting like a fucking model and random as fuck? So in this scene, it's very different. There's no footage of her doing that. Um, the scene where Alfred says, "Why don't you let her decide who she want, Batman or Bruce?" Um, Alfred gives him a phone and calls her for him, and she answers the phone, and Bruce doesn't answer the phone. He puts it down, and it's a very different version of that scene. That's way better. All right, now here's another scene where Alfred is telling Bruce Wayne to go into this cave. I think this is the moment. I have seen this picture before. Bruce Wayne face to face with that giant bat. So this is Bruce Wayne having to confront, the darkness, right? To become one with the darkness, or to decide if he should be one with the darkness, right? I don't know, guys. I think I think we have a darker movie in there. If we added these scenes into the actual movie, and if we maybe played with the score a little bit, made it a little darker, and there's probably even other footage, more footage that's not even on here. Fuck, I'm so curious now. Okay, Bruce just went into the cave. There's like 100 bats up on the ceiling. So this must be like the same section of the Batcave that he fell into when he was a kid, but he doesn't come into this area that much. Um, I love that he's wearing loafers. I always thought loafers were weird because you don't wear socks with them, so it's just I don't know. I mean, it's better than people wearing Crocs. You ever see people wearing Crocs around, and then it's like you don't wear socks? It's just I don't know. It just looks stinky to me. No offense if any of you wear Crocs. Just not for me. Bruce insisted on seeing a movie tonight. Martha and I. So Bruce is reading Thomas Wayne's diary, and he's blaming himself for their death. It's all my fault. Oh, here's the giant bat. I wonder what the score would be like. Um, because there's no score in these deleted scenes, right? It's just the audio of whatever. Oh, look at the giant bat. It's like right in front of his face. It kind of looks like Man Bat because it's so big. Okay, yeah, you can tell it's a puppet there. I'm trying to get into it, but you can tell it's fake as fuck looking right there. But I'm sure this is like the rough footage. I'm sure they would edit the fuck out of it to make it look better, right? And plus, a puppet is much better than if this was CGI. If this was CGI, it would probably look terrible. I'm Batman, Alfred. So he's embraced. He's fully accepted being Batman. Okay, well there you go. Well there you go. A lot of shit that was not addressed at all with Bruce Wayne. Oh, here's an extra scene. Alfred driving Chase Meridian. This must be after the moment where she says, "Don't work so late," and then she's in the car with Alfred. Does it ever end, Alfred? She says. I guess it's a similar ending to when Vicky Vale, right? When he picks up Vicky Vale and drives her. But wow, okay, so there you go. Escape from Arkham, Two-Face's hate, Beauty and the Batman, Dick's pain. Come on, guys. Bruce's dilemma, The Secret of the Batcave, Does It Ever End? So those are the deleted scenes that I just watched, and I will say they're pretty good. These deleted scenes are pretty good. I would totally watch. I mean, I already would before that, but just watching those deleted scenes, I'm like, man, they had something here. Joe Schumacher was not making a complete shitfest of a movie on purpose. I think Joe Schumacher was trying to tell a halfway decent story here. Now, granted, Tommy Lee Jones still was hamming it up way too much. You know, you can't really change that all too much, can you? And Jim Carrey, I like Jim Carrey, and I liked him in this movie, but if you don't like Jim Carrey in this movie, then I guess that's not going to change for you either, right? That's just the way that it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. But it's true, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. But I think that a Schumacher cut would have some cool shit in there. And by God damn it, let's sign the petition, change.org. Let's make the Schumacher cut happen. If we made a Snyder cut happen, we can make a Schumacher cut happen. God damn it. Hell, with some technology of today, we can probably petition to get Tim Burton to make his Batman 3 with a CGI de-aged Michael Keaton. Let's go! If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Can you imagine, though, if they did do... Is it possible? I know they've used de-aging in movies, but it's usually for, like, one scene. Or, you know, if they do try to de-age a certain character, it doesn't always work, right? But let's be honest. Spider-Man No Way Home, that movie de-aged Alfred Molina. That movie de-aged William Dafoe. And it looked good. And they're in the movie for a decent amount of time, right? So, do you guys think that we could de-age Michael Keaton and make a Tim Burton Batman 3? I'm just now realizing that they de-aged Alfred Molina and you could not tell. It did not look obvious that it was a CGI de-age. So, the WB studio tour in Hollywood. Well, fuck, I'm going to Hollywood and I'm going to check that shit out. God damn it. By golly, I want to check that shit out. That sounds epic. I only went to LA for one day and I just kind of walked Hollywood Boulevard and just sort of like my friend and I, we were just fucking around. But if I had known that shit was there, I should totally go there someday. But so I'm just now thinking about, like, man, if we got a de-age Michael Keaton, we could do it. De-age Michael Keaton, de-age Michelle Pfeiffer, Sadly, we can't really do anything about Robin Williams. I don't know if I'd want them to mess around with that. De-age Billy D. Williams, and let's get Billy D. Williams as Two-Face. Motherfucker, let's do it! I know this would cost a shitload of money, but the good thing is, though, about a Batman movie does not need a lot of CGI as far as the action and effects stuff goes, right? So if most of the CGI is for the de-aging, man, I'm talking myself into something that's never going to happen, so I should not be excited about this. But fuck, I'm just thinking about it. Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, Billy D. Williams. What else? What else? Maybe you don't do the Riddler, right? Like maybe we stay away from the Riddler. Maybe we do Billy D. Williams as Two-Face. Maybe we do Michelle Pfeiffer back as Catwoman. I'm Adam Sandler wasted right now. Am I chocolate wasted right now? You think I'm just drinking too much and I'm going too all over the place? All right, fair enough. Maybe I should end the stream right now. Maybe I'm just rambling like a crazed madman. But I don't know. I think it's possible. At the very least, what's more likely is that we get an animated movie and we get all of these actors that I'm talking about to do the voices. I would like, at the very least, I want an animated Batman movie with Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, Billy D. Williams, and let's get somebody else. I don't know. Whoever else would play another villain. Or maybe you don't need another villain. Maybe that's enough villains. Do you bring in Marlon Wayans to play Robin? I know that they wanted Marlon Wayans to play Robin. Yeah, I don't want that shit. No, thank you. I don't want that shit at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Christian Bale as Alfred? No. Oh fuck yeah, Michael Goff. Although if they if they um if if they if they did do an animated movie, they would be able to have like an animated Michael Goff, I guess, right? You would prefer an animated film? Well, then there you go. Watch Blank Man. Yeah, I've never seen Blank Man. I've seen Meteor Man, but I've never seen Blank Man with Damon Wayans, right? Damon Wayans, yeah. Never seen that. Never seen that. Maybe one day. Who knows? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm just figuring something out really quick. Blank Man versus Superman. Your money's on Blank Man. Well, I've never seen Blank Man, so I don't know how. I don't know how much of a badass he is. Right? Is Blank Man a badass? Shit. How do I? Alright, well, maybe one of these days I'll watch Blank Man. Although, you know what? February is coming soon, and I was planning on watching a bunch of black movies for February to review. And so we need Hawk Girl and Green Lantern. That's random as fuck. Why? You mean like you just want their movies? Um, Blank Man is a dollar store Batman. Show the skin on my controller. I don't know how well. How well can you see that? Can you see that? It's Thor. If you're wondering, it's Thor. Yeah. Thor Odin's son. Yeah. And my my second controller is Captain America. I don't know why his eyes are glowing, but yeah, sure, why not? Shaq as Steel? Oh, don't remind me of that shit. Come on, guys. Come on now. Come on. Don't do that to me. All right. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. Well, I know I'm probably just going to watch Raw, if I'm being honest with you. I think he means Green Lantern and Hawk Girl, as in the Justice League animated series. Oh. Meteor Man is the best black superhero? The best black superhero? Shit. I have to think about that for a second. The best black superhero. Spawn? You think Spawn is the best black superhero? I mean, what we need is we need a good Spawn movie. I think that's the problem, is that we haven't had a good Spawn movie. DC and Marvel needs to bring us more black comic book characters in live action films. I mean, sure. I just don't want them to change characters into a black. Right? Like, I don't want them to feel like, oh, let's make Clark Kent black. Or let's make Bruce Wayne black. Like, I don't want that. Michael Jai White as Spawn is epic. I mean, I think if he was in a better movie, yeah. But it would be nice to get a Jon Stewart. Um, you know, Static Shock. Yes, they are making. I'm pretty sure they are making that movie, so that's happening. I'm trying to think of who else is out there that we have not seen yet. Yes, Jon Stewart would be sweet. It'd be cool to, because I like Hale Jordan. Don't get me wrong. So it'd be cool to get both of them in a movie. Cyborg was supposed to get a movie, but we know that shit ain't happening anymore. Blue Marvel, Icon, Captain Universe. Yeah. Yeah. All of those people. Yes, sure. Let's do it. Marvel has plenty of characters that they can bring in, or I don't mind the lesser known characters. I don't mind if you maybe change their race. Like, I didn't mind that they made Electro black. Like, who gives a fuck, right? I don't want to see a black Peter Parker. I'm glad that they made Miles Morales. Miles Morales is a character that they can really hit hard with in live action at some point. Wasn't this supposed to be a new Crow? They were supposed to make a Crow movie. Like, I think Bradley Cooper was supposed to do it. Luke Evans was like, they were changing actors and changing directors. I'm pretty sure that's dead, though. That's dead in the water. I don't think anybody gives a shit about a new Crow movie. I certainly do not. Yeah. Fuck that shit. But I don't know. I think Blue Beetle, right? That's somebody that they're gonna make. right? Weren't they gonna make a movie, a Blue Beetle movie? I think. Um, I don't know. Would you consider Richards lesser known? No, Reed Richards is very much known. Um, Not just from the comics and the cartoons, but we've already had 3 live action movies with Reed Richards. So even people who don't know the comic books, they know Reed Richards as a white superhero. Um, so I mean, look, if they came out tomorrow and said we've casted this black actor to be Reed Richards, I'm not going to be angry about it, but it's not something that I necessarily am asking for. I'm not asking for them to make Reed Richards black. Um, you know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. Although I get it, I get that there are plenty of I'm half black. So yes, it's very nice. Believe me, it's very nice to see yourself or someone that looks more like you represented on screen or represented in a superhero project, right? If I saw a mulatto superhero, they'd probably become one of my favorite superheroes because you just don't really see someone that looks like me that often. So granted, yes, it would feel good, but at the same time, I don't want them to make Bruce Wayne mulatto. Like I don't want to see a mulatto. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, but that's just me. That's just me. I'm sure there are plenty of black fans who they do want to see a black Batman, and cool, good for them. I just don't want to see that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't, and I can't fully explain why it's okay for like Electro to be changed into a black character like Jamie Foxx, but why I don't want Peter Parker to be black. Like I can't fully explain why. I don't know. Some characters I feel like that's who they are. Peter Parker is a nerdy white kid. So that's what I think of, right? And I'm a little tipsy right now, so I'm just talking just to talk. Blah, blah. Hey, they changed Deadshot to be black, right? Will Smith. And ever since Will Smith played Deadshot in Suicide Squad, I've seen Deadshot be black in a lot of things now, right? In certain comic books, they kind of make him black now because of Will Smith. That's cool. Idris Elba as Bloodsport. That's cool. Totally happy about that. I never really thought about Killer Croc being a black dude. Like I never really thought about what race Killer Croc is, but they casted a black actor to play him. My only problem about that is, oh, because Killer Croc is black in Suicide Squad, he has to want BET as something for his compensation. And that was bullshit. It's like, fuck you, movie. Because Killer Croc is black, he wants to sit there and watch big booty bitches on his TV screen on BET while he's sitting there eating fried chicken or whatever the fuck they had him eating. That pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. No, I know Bloodsport is black, but I'm just saying as far as a black superhero on screen, like he's a recent example of it. You know? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Black superheroes? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't want Bruce Wayne to be black, but hey, let's get Bruce Wayne to date a black chick. That'd be cool, right? Let's get Bruce Wayne to date a black chick. I don't know. That's cool. That's fine. Fuck it. Selena Kyle. Catwoman is about to be black. Or mixed race. Whatever Zoe Kravitz is. I don't know what Zoe Kravitz is, actually. Is she part black? Is she mulatto? I don't really know. What the fuck is Lenny Kravitz? Right? Well, whatever they are. Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman's about to be mixed race. That's cool. Mostly, though, because I think Zoe Kravitz looks hot as hell in the trailers as Catwoman. I think she's going to do a great job. So I don't really have an issue with that. I love that she has short black hair, which is something that Selena has in the comics, but I've never seen in a movie before. So that's why I'm looking forward to that very much. So, well, Halle Berry was not playing Selena Kyle, so I don't count that. I don't count Halle Berry as playing Selena Kyle because she didn't play Selena Kyle. She played Patience, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Halle Berry doesn't count. I'm talking about Selena Kyle. And I'm talking about a Catwoman that's dating Batman or that's interacting with Batman. Halle Berry was its own thing off in its own side pocket of that world. It wasn't even Gotham. It didn't even have a Batman there. She wasn't even Selena Kyle. I don't count that. But again, that's just me. If you guys count it, cool. But all right, guys. Well, we've almost been going for 3 hours. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I did not expect to go on for this long. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed where the fuck, where is it? Oh, here you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the Batman Forever. Very fun movie, very nostalgic movie for me, very enjoyable. Val Kilmer is an underrated Batman. Jim Carrey kind of makes the movie fun and watchable, I will be honest. Jim Carrey, very quotable, very memorable. Every scene that Jim Carrey is in, somebody said it in the comments. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but Jim Carrey steals every scene that he's in, and I absolutely, completely agree with you. Chris O'Donnell, yes, maybe he's too old to play Robin, but at the same time, I thought he did a good job, a decent job. Nicole Kidman is hot as fuck, so there's that. And Tommy Lee Jones sucks. He might have one or two scenes where he kind of plays it a little serious, a tiny teensy bit, but for the most part, he's over the top, goofy, Joker-like performance is horrible and terrible. But I think the score is decent. I think the soundtrack is fucking phenomenal. Seal, U2, and whatever other song that I don't remember right now. But yeah, Alfred has some decent moments in it. The other car, sir. No, not the Jaguar. The other car. Pat Hingle sucks as Gordon, but that's just something we have to... I mean, if you think Pat Hingle sucks as Gordon in this movie, wait until Batman and Robin. Holy shit, Pat Hingle. Fuck, dude. Alrighty then. I think I've worn out my welcome for one evening. Take care. Brush your hair. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. The bed bugs bite. Alright, guys. Later.